I'll look at them as they come through.
All right, we are live.
I think we're live. All right.
So what's going on, everybody? First off, we want to introduce ourselves, but let us just double check that we are actually going live inside the Attract Your Downline group here.
Super pumped for some value
Yes, we
tonight.
are. Awesome. So as you guys are jumping on live with us, please comment who you are, where you're from. Let us know where you guys are coming in from. That way we can give you a shout out as much as we possibly can.
Yes.
And guys, just for the record, if we look this way, it's because that is where my computer is sitting, so that way I can see comments and stuff like that. But real quick, welcome everybody to tonight's training.
Day 3 of the Ditch Your List and Grow Like a Pro online.
Super excited for tonight, guys, because we're going to be going over a lot of content as me and Carrie have watched the other lives throughout the week. One of the biggest questions is where do I find people? But before we even jump into that.
If you're watching this and it's not live, we want to make sure that you replayers are able to get a shout out as well. Give us a hashtag replay in the comments if it's not live, and we will get to your comment later. Okay?
Absolutely. So first off, guys, introductions are in order. If you do not know who we are, our names are, I'm Whit. This is Carrie.
People get us mixed up all the time.
All the time. You would not believe how many people think I am a woman because of my name. I've had a lot of long conversations before they found out that I was actually a dude. So Whit and Carrie, hi, I'm here. I'm excited to go live here inside the Attract Your Downline group for tonight's training.
Angela, Sally, Tanya.
Shout outs real quick. We're getting a bunch of people. Billy jumping on. Richard and Joanna, what's up?
Yes, and
Amber.
We are using StreamYard. So if you want us to see your name, there's actually a link in the description of this video. Go ahead and click that.
On StreamYard.
It will give StreamYard permission for us to see you, so we can give you a shout out.
So that way we're not getting the Facebook user.
Because that's all we see.
Because that's all we see on some of you. So
Hey,
definitely
Laura,
click on that link to give them approval
Richard
to
and Johanna,
get your name and stuff like that.
Anna, Marcy. Awesome. Getting some people in with us. I love it.
Excited. I know people are going to be jumping on as we go live. So real quick, guys, just to kind of jump into this. Because we obviously will want to make the most of this time that we have together tonight and also be respectful of your guys' time as well, because I know you might have shoved some kids in drawers, you name it, just so that way you guys can pay attention. I know that's what we did. Our kids are just munching chicken nuggets right now just to keep them out of the room. So let's recap what we've learned so far this week. And so before we even get started, what are some big takeaways that you guys have gotten from this training so far this week? We want you to drop them in the comments below.
Day 1, Kat completely brought it, Smashed it when she taught you guys the reason that you shouldn't be even using a list of names, right? You shouldn't even have 100 names list of family and friends that you're going to go to.
Let's cut that out.
Yes, we're burning that list, right? And in day 2, Tracy again brought some heat.
Smashed it again.
Smashed it as she talked to you guys about who your ideal prospect is. She talked about the who, right?
Throw the list away. We're getting some. Throw the list away. Love hearing from you guys. Oh my goodness, we're getting some love here, guys.
They come in faster than we can read them. I love it.
Yeah. So I apologize if we can't read everything, but we'll try to keep up. So again, Kat taught us really the point.
We're snipers. I love it.
Exactly. So we're getting some people in there. We are snipers. Absolutely.
Hey,
Ann, Ed, what's up?
Awesome.
Sharon, what's going on? Not everybody is your prospect.
And someone just said so free, right? You feel like a huge weight has been lifted off of your shoulders because you don't have to go and bug your friends and family and every single person that you've ever met or come into contact with about your business. You can actually have a life while you build your business. How awesome is that?
Yes, and we are excited about this. So again, Kat taught us to ditch that list of friends and family. Let's get rid of that. Let's cut it out. Let's stop the madness.
Tell us about the belt. We have a few people asking what this belt is.
Guys,
this belt.
This is our pride and joy. This is like our third child here. Travels with us. It is definitely our pride and joy in what we've been able to accomplish inside of our business using the methods that we're teaching here in the Attract Your Downline Challenge. Okay?
Yes, it's all about enrollment. We are enrollment masters. That's what this belt stands for.
And we've also been able to duplicate that behavior inside of our own teams.
Yes.
And so that is actually how we won the big championship belt here.
So if you guys want a belt, give us a hashtag belt.
Belt,
maybe that could be a prize we actually give away here in one of our future challenges.
Maybe that's what we need to do is get one of those belts.
Yeah.
Reward the person that makes it happen.
Okay. I'm working on my legs. Ask strangers. Hey, Marina, good to see you. I can eat at a restaurant without prospecting a waitress. Don't want to be the butcher waving meat in front of vegetarians. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay,
so
awesome.
Again, a lot of people are getting a ton of value from this challenge so far, and obviously you guys are dropping it here in the comments as we're taking a look at it. So I know that there's been some big takeaways. So what me and Carrie really now want to dive into, because this is a pretty big question that me and Carrie get asked all the time, because we know, you know, the what, the when, and we also need to learn the how part of it. Where do I find?
Yes.
Okay, where do I find people to actually bring into my team?
Yep. So today we're teaching you where they are, how to find them. However, Fran is going to go into the majority of the how
part of it
tomorrow, and tomorrow in day 4. Okay, so is it cool if we focus on the where and help you guys with your sniper eyes go in and actually know where to find them?
Find the right people that are looking for you and what you have to offer, because we want you guys to be able to grow past your friends and family. Guys, out of the years of experience of growing online now, one of the biggest things that me and Carrie see, guys, I've had literally thousands of conversations, the exact same conversation that we're going to have tonight with thousands of network marketers. And one of the biggest reasons people fail in this industry is because of everything that we've talked about so far in day 1 and day 2. But then it comes down to, well, where do I find these people?
Yes.
Okay, if you're telling me that I need to find the right people, where do I find these people? Okay, where do I go and look? And that is exactly what me and Carrie are going to be sharing with you guys today. So if you guys are excited, drop us a comment down below.
Yep, give us your favorite emoji. I love what some of these emojis that people come up with. If you're excited, drop your favorite emoji. And if there's anyone that you think might benefit from this info, feel free to share this video. They'll probably have to gain access to the group, but feel free to share it, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Love it.
Okay, so where to find your targeted prospects.
Yes.
That's what we're going into. How about I got some emojis coming through? I love it.
Yes. So guys, when it comes to finding your right prospects, this is a super simple process. Now, when people first start kind of learning about, okay, where can I find people? A lot of people, when they first start trying to find the right people, they start out by going into groups or whatever that may be. And guys, I love groups, I love gurus, I love all of these people. And that's what we're going to be talking about, is where can I find the people that specifically are looking for what I have to offer? The problem is a lot of people don't know where to look. And usually when they do know where to look, they are way too broad in who it is that they're looking for. And so all of a sudden their messaging becomes too broad,
or it becomes very spammy.
Exactly.
You know, you've been in those groups, right? Where you see the post and immediately you're like, oh, they're with that company. Or, oh, they're promoting this product. Right? We don't want to be that, because like Tracy talked about yesterday, people have learned to tune that out, right? As they're scrolling through their newsfeed, they can see it coming a mile away.
Exactly.
We want to be unique in what we're doing.
Yes, and that is something that Fran is going to be going over with you guys tomorrow, is how to be unique in these audiences that me and Carrie, the Where, are going to be sharing with you guys tonight. So to give you guys kind of an example of what I'm talking about, of what a lot of people do when they first start to attract people, and they go into these groups or they go into these audiences that they find, and how they're so broad. I actually literally just had a conversation with a gal this morning who is basically looking for the information that you guys are getting here inside this group. And when I was having a conversation with her, I asked her, I was like, well, how are you growing your audience on a daily basis? What does that look like, and who are you growing that with? And so what she told me was that she was going into basically all of the work from, or the stay-at-home mom groups, okay? And she was trying to connect with these people. Well, the problem was, as she was telling me about her messaging or whatever, she was literally going into these groups and posting her before and after pictures, doing Facebook Lives about her product, and yada, 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 yada. Well, my question to her was, is that if you're going in to these stay-at-home mom groups, how do you know what type of individual that you are talking to by just talking about your product and stuff like that? Okay, how do you know that that's valuable to them? And so I started to get her wheels turning, because what she realized is that she's literally in a group of women. She doesn't know what their wants, pains, and desires are. And she's just literally sharing about product and buy this and buy that. And even though she thinks her product is super valuable to everybody and everybody can take it, what we've got to learn about marketing, guys, is that we need to know specifically who we're talking to and how to find these people. Okay. And so it's okay to go to these mom groups. Okay. That is a great place to find new people. Okay. But then that's what Fran is going to go over tomorrow with you guys, is how to get the messaging right, how to share value in these groups. So me and Carrie absolutely love to go into guru groups. So for example, guys, well, let's say that I wanted to build an audience of people around health and wellness. Okay, let's just say that, because how many of you guys, health and wellness companies, raise your hand. Drop a hand in the air if you guys, okay, are with the health and wellness company and you're looking for people that want to consume health and wellness products. Drop a hands up. That's where me and Carrie are. That's the type of company we're with. Okay, so what a lot of people will go and do is they're going to go in and say, hey, I want to find people that want to lose weight. Well, the problem with just going in and trying to go into groups that just say, hey, I want to lose weight, you're going to have a hard time finding what type of person, because you don't know what level of commitment they are of losing weight, right? So let's narrow this down even more than just, hey, I want to lose weight. Let's actually narrow it down to people that have actually built audiences specifically around helping people lose weight. So for example, Jillian Michaels.
Great example.
Somebody that has built a massive following of people around helping people actually lose weight. And because if they follow Jillian Michaels, that means that they are actually active in looking for a solution. So think about if you went into her audience, you found her page, you started to connect with her audience, and you start to really make these connections with these people.
By sharing value.
By sharing value, which again, Fran's going to go over tomorrow. But you start sharing value with these people. Now you guys are literally connecting with people that are actually looking for what it is that you have to offer. Okay, and you're not spamming. You're not trying to just, hey, here's my product, here's this, and here's that. But you're actually going in and making connections with people that are actually looking for a solution, which is you. So that is one example of how you can actually start to find people that are looking specifically for what you have to offer.
I like to think of it as like you're fishing, right? So we actually went fishing with our kids a couple weeks ago, and there are certain lakes where we go fishing that we know are going to have some big fish. And when it comes to network marketing and when it comes to building our team, we want big fish, right? Like we don't want to catch any puny minnows.
Look at this. Hang on just a second. Laurie, my niece works in a fitness center. Skinny people don't seem to connect. It's because they're not looking for a solution necessarily. Right? So we need to find the people that are actively looking for that solution. And so targeting somebody like that, you're going to connect with the right people. But anyways, go ahead.
So it's just like fishing. When we go camping in this certain area, we know which lakes are going to give us the biggest fish and the fish that are the most fun to reel in. All right? And so when you're the exact same thing can be said for these people that you're looking for and how you're going to be targeting them in these different groups. You're going to find that there are certain groups that will help you attract the right kind of fish that you're looking for, the right kind of prospect, right? And we already know who our ideal prospects are because if you did your homework from yesterday, you know who they are, you know their pains, you know their wants, you know their desires. Now, where are they at, okay? So I want you to think right now about who your perfect prospect is, and I want you to think, where might I find them? Okay.
Where could I find some of these people that are actually seeking for what it is that I have to offer? So for example, another example, guys, is let's say that I wanted to build an audience of network marketers, so like yourselves, that I wanted to find more people like you guys that are actively seeking a solution to learning how to build their business online. Well, if you think about gurus that are out there, people that I could follow and actually start to connect with their audience, is somebody like Eric Worre, or maybe somebody like, Ray Higdon, or Sarah Robbins. So these are some examples of people that have actually focused in building an audience of people that are looking to build their network marketing business. So the cool thing is when I start to go in and share value with these people, I am now connecting with the person that I want to connect with because they're looking for what I have to offer. So if I offered them this group, hey, lo and behold, I'm actually starting to build an audience of people that are looking for what I have to offer specifically for this group. And as you can see, for the people inside this group, this is working. Because we have a lot of you here because you're specifically looking for what it is that we have to offer. And that wasn't by random, it's because we knew where to look. So like you already said, where are some places, and I want you guys to comment this down below. So if you're health and wellness, if you're whatever, again, let's not be broad, let's be specific. What are some places that probably have big followings that you guys could go into and connect with right now? Okay, so drop a question just down below.
Kat,
not a question, but
Kat says, I want sharks, not whales, right? There's different types of fish that you can catch. And here's the thing, different fish react to different bait, right? They react to different bait. And so tomorrow, Fran is actually going to talk about that bait and how you can actually craft that message so that when you're going into these different groups that have your ideal prospects, they're actually sifting and sorting themselves based on the bait that you put out there.
We got Dr. Oz in here.
Hey, I love it. Hair salons. I love it.
Hair salons.
So if you're in like a
hair care or anti-aging is a Dr. Oz thing.
Absolutely.
Right?
Restaurants and bank tellers. Interesting, Karen. I like it. Betty Crocker or Betty Rocker? Betty Rocker?
Betty Crocker, probably.
I think that meant Betty Crocker.
Weight Watchers maybe. Or like, again, there's plenty of places that people are actually actively looking for your solution. The problem is we're being too broad about it and not actually doing our research and finding specific people that have actually already built followings around specifically what you can help them with. Right?
So Shanae says Dave Ramsey. That's
Dave Ramsey.
That's a very active group, right?
Because they're looking for
Weight Watchers. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, we got some good ones. Travel
Fitness groups, 40 plus years, travel groups. But let's even narrow some of that down. Travel groups, okay? That can be very specific.
Travel groups, right? Oh, whoa, they're coming in quick. Let's come over here.
Okay, Beachbody. You could target specific companies. Absolutely. Health and wellness groups, but even break that down even a bit more. This is something we call it recon.
Book
authors, love it.
We call this recon and research, right? You've crafted who your ideal prospect is. Now it's time to get, at least 10 different groups, pages, websites, areas that you could go into that will actually have these ideal prospects. Okay, and this is something that we really focus in on our team, is understanding where they're at. Because if you know where they're at, you don't have to worry about making that list, right? Because you're going to be able to craft that message, go in, offer value, and those people are going to actually be attracted to you.
Sasha, look at this. I'll go after breastfeeding moms because I know they want to have pregnancy weight. Right? Okay, they have pregnancy weight and they want to lose it.
Do you see how that went just a little bit deeper than just
Susan Summers, anti-aging, love it.
Okay.
Barrel racers, okay, if you have a specific product for them. So guys, I love this because now you guys are starting to think about groups and gurus that you can actually start to get your message in front of. Now, the next piece for you is how do I construct this message? What does that look like? What kind of value? How do I paint that picture of where they're at to where they need to be? But you guys are getting the where, and I love that.
So I want to know, what are you getting from this Facebook Live so far? What value are you getting? Let us know in the comments, because we want to make sure that you guys are connecting the dots on exactly where you're going to be finding these ideal prospects. Okay.
So again, drop us in the comments. What are you guys taking away from this so far? So that way we know what you guys are what you guys are getting from this. Okay.
Groups and gurus.
Groups and gurus. Love it, Haley. Are we joining groups with these people? Absolutely, you can do that.
You absolutely can do that. But here's the thing, when you're joining these groups, remember, you've ditched that list, you've ditched your old ways. You are now a marketer, right? It's network marketing. It's funny how a lot of times we forget that we have to grow that network and that we have to actually learn how to market to that network. And here's the thing, this is the recon and research that you're doing so that you can market to them with the ideal message for your ideal prospect.
Carrie, go for the guru. Put this up right there. Carrie Holt, put that up there.
There we go. Oh, I gotta go this way.
Carrie, oh my heck, who's running this thing?
Yeah, I know. It's opposite.
Just click on it.
Oh, your mouse isn't working.
No, it's probably because of our light. Anyways, that's okay. Okay, so it looks like you guys are getting a ton of value in this. Oh my
Go
God.
ahead, you just keep going. I got
There it is.
I got it.
Cool. So, you guys are absolutely, now scroll that down so we can see the new comments that are coming in, because we did ask you guys to tell us, what are you guys, let's see here. Keep going.
I jumped in and I'll have
oh, that's okay. Go down,
later. That's
go down to Ed here. Down to Ed here. Narrow down your search. Use your keywords. Absolutely love that. It is better to seek out hashtags of these types of peoples and look. Is it better to seek out hashtags of these types of people and look?
Absolutely. Using hashtags, I absolutely love hashtags. This is just kind of a side note, because when you actually click on hashtags, it will link you to anybody and everything that is using that hashtag. So it is actually a very powerful tool to use in your recon and research to see if the type of people that are in that specific group or who are using that specific hashtag are those ideal people that you're looking for.
Absolutely. All right? So we got, think about book authors too, teaching how to become specific. Sweet, awesome. So what we're talking about a lot right now, guys, is more of an organic way for you to grow your audience. So again, right at the first of this video, me and Carrie were actually talking about the #1 reason network marketers fail is because they don't know where to find the right people. They don't know how to grow the audience, right? They don't know how to do that. And all of these things we're going to be teaching are going to be combined into how to do this effectively. But most people don't know how to consistently grow their audience on a daily basis. So what we're talking about here is more of an organic way for you in your daily method of operation to actually continually grow your audience of people around specific people looking for what you have to offer. So now there are other ways to get more specific using Facebook. Okay, to get very specific, and you can actually tell Facebook to specifically look for these people for you. Okay, and that is their advertising platform. So do I use organic or do I use advertising? Can we absolutely be honest with you guys? We actually use both. Okay, and we're very good at using both. But what is duplicatable inside of our team is actually using an organic, and then also for those that are using advertising, being able to support them in that as well.
And so when it comes to a team system, it's very crucial that when you are when you have your new team members, you have a way for them to do this recon and research, and you might even be able to share that recon and research with them, so that when they are growing organically, they're able to get off to the races and start providing value in those groups fast. There's also in our team system, we have kind of a phase 2, where when people kind of graduate from that organic and they're ready to actually use Facebook's advertising platform to go out and find these people for them.
We have all the tools
necessary for them
to help them through that process, because there is a lot of information on the advertising side of things, but it's very, very powerful because I can narrow it down specifically to tell Facebook to put specific information in front of only specific people. Okay, and it's very, very powerful, but there is some things that you need to learn, and so you definitely need that support if you're going to learn how to do it the right way. Okay.
Audience Insights is a cool Facebook tool that most people haven't heard of. Absolutely love Audience Insights. Go ahead and put that one off.
Let's see here.
Learning how to do ads. Haley, we're so excited to have you.
Yes, definitely excited to have you. Let's see here. What's the best way to use hashtags in my business page? So I like to use, so for example, one way that we use hashtags and different things like that is when we're doing Facebook Lives. We will use hashtags in Facebook Lives. So that way, if anybody searches hashtags, obviously, the more the hashtag is used, the more it's going to happen. But if you want to find specific people and stuff like that, like using Audience Insights and different things like that, is probably going to be the best way to find the specific people that you're looking for. It's a tool that you got to go and play with, but we like to use hashtags in our videos. So for example, in the Facebook Live that we just did, we literally just said, hey, drop us a hashtag replay. And obviously, we do that quite a bit, so our videos could possibly show up.
And I love what Michelle here. So when you actually go in, let's say that you find a page where you're like, this page is gold. It has a ton of my ideal prospects. When you like that page or when you start to follow that group, Facebook will actually suggest groups or pages that are similar to the page that you've actually gone in and liked.
Yes.
So this is a great tool for you to use to actually go in and start finding even more of these groups that have your ideal prospects in them.
And I believe Audience Insight, guys, is actually a tool inside of, if you're using a business page or an ads manager, that's going to be that tool that's there. So if you're not in there, don't worry about that tool. You're just going to have to do a little bit more research. Maybe one of the best tools that we use is actually Google. I use Google actually quite a bit when it comes to doing my market research and where to find specific people and who has followings. And then I can go and look them up on Facebook just with their search. And so the cool thing about when you start to connect with people in these guru audiences or groups or something like that, one of the common mistakes we see in people as they're growing their audience and trying to find more people is that Facebook is actually suggesting a bunch of friends to you right now. Chances are they're suggesting friends of friends, so people that you're already friends with. So we need to actually train Facebook in who it is that we want to find. So when you start to actually suggest and start to connect with people in these guru audiences, guess who the suggested friends is going to be now? It's actually going to be of people that are already in these groups. And so now when you start to use the suggested friends, we're going to get a whole bunch more people from these guru audiences.
However, this is a big warning, big red flag. Never go in and just start randomly friending people.
Please do not do that.
It's actually a very quick way to end up in Facebook jail. Okay, Facebook will recognize when you are just friending willy-nilly people that you haven't actually had a connection with. It's important that if you are sending a friend request, you've had a connection with that person, maybe in one of those groups.
Absolutely. And right here, I've spent so much money on ads. I need some organic ideas. And a lot of people do end up spending a lot of money on ads if they don't know where to find who to target and actually even how to construct their message. So there, again, we like the organic approach, especially for this training for you guys here, because the advertising side of it can get really tricky if you don't know how to use it effectively.
It's important to have a system that you can follow that can help you get results for that. Because Facebook's ad platform is a pay-to-play platform. However, it's so worth it when you know how to use it.
And like Michelle said, the Audience Insight is in your ads manager. So if you're not using ads, don't even worry about Audience Insights. Just do your research through Google and stuff like that. So awesome, guys. So do you guys, how many of you guys are getting value out of this so far? How many of you guys are getting value out of this so far? Let us know. Drop us a value down below, or some of your biggest takeaways so far out of this training. We're getting some
have some people going
don't go to jail.
I've been in jail before, guys. It is not fun. Okay, it makes using Facebook hard. Okay?
Is it okay when you friend request if you have common friends? Absolutely, if those common friends are serving your purpose and growing your business.
But if you're going to be friending someone that you haven't connected with, always send a message with that friend request, and make sure that you are monitoring the amount of friend requests that you have lingering out there, because it's when you start to get too many that Facebook will shut you down. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see. The value. Good. Getting a bunch of values coming in. I see men targeting women. That is totally fine. It's totally fine to target a person of the different gender.
Because again, if you have the right message and you're speaking to where that person is and offering that solution, that is a great where to find. And that just comes with testing and seeing what works.
And I love what Tracy said right here. Go ahead and read it.
Facebook targets strategically for me. Absolutely. Again, Facebook is all knowing. When you guys start to take specific activity, when you start to get into the where of what we're talking about, whether organically or using Facebook ads, they are starting to recognize the type of people that you want to connect with, and they're going to put more of that content in front of you. So you can start to pay attention to that a lot more and different things like that. And maybe one of these other times we'll do kind of a share screen to show you how you can use your personal profile page to really access where you can see ads or ads people are targeting you with, guru, like just different things that you can take a look at. But we won't go into that because we want to focus on you guys, so what we want you to do,
yes,
because we're pretty much getting to the end here of what we wanted to share with you when it comes to where to find the right people.
If you are not in the process of learning ads, I don't recommend that you go in and start doing that unless you have proper education. You have a team that's actually there to support you and help you learn that.
And guys, we are not going to be specifically diving into ads on this one.
No, it might be a future challenge though. So stay plugged into this group. Okay. All right. So here we go. Homework. Yep. Brandy, no more than 25 a day.
Please, no more than 25. Okay, let's see here.
Eric says this friending insight might be his biggest takeaway tonight.
Sweet. Love it.
All right. Let's see. Let's scroll down here.
Scroll all the way to the bottom. You're way up there.
I know. They're coming in quick. Okay. So when it comes to your homework, how many of you have enjoyed and actually learned a lot as you've been implementing some of these homework
homework assignments.
There we go. Some homework assignments that we've given you in days 1 and 2. Oh, good. We're getting some people saying, I love homework. Okay, so when it comes to your homework,
Michelle, I like this real quick. I gotta share this. Michelle, great tip. I set my settings so only friends of friends can friend request me. Okay, so that way we're keeping the group. So as you guys start to connect with some of these people, only those type of people that are building like that, you're gonna start to see that connection being made. Love that, Michelle. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome, awesome. Getting some big hands in the air. So again, we want to focus on homework. So let us hurry and pull that up. Invaluable training, love it. Okay. The homework is amazing. Learn so much. So guys, we're going to be posting your homework here inside the group for day number 3. So that way you guys have all the information of what we specifically want you to do. Okay.
Yeah, here we go. So your homework.
For day number 3.
For day number 3 is you need to do your recon and research, all right? What we want you to do is we want you to come up with at least 10, at the very least 10 different groups, pages, different gurus, audiences that you can target that are going to be full of your ideal prospects, okay? If you want to be a marketer, you have to do your research.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not that much fun. I personally enjoy it, but sometimes it's not the most fun thing to do. But if you get very specific in where you can find these people, it's going to make your job as a network marketer so much easier.
Yes,
okay?
Give me my day 3 homework. Okay, we've got it.
Got it. Yep. So the homework, at least at the minimum of 5, I recommend you come up with at least 10. Okay.
10 pages, groups, gurus that you guys can specifically start following now and starting connecting with these audiences. Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome. So
Terry Lynn, I don't really like homework, but it's making me think and dig in. I can promise you that if you do this research, Terry Lynn, it's going to be a lot easier for you to find those ideal prospect that you spent all that time deciding who they were yesterday.
Yeah. Okay? So again, we want you to share these lists with us when you guys have them. So we're going to be posting this here inside the group so that way you guys have all the information, and we want to see this homework roll in fast, just like it has been going through day 1 and day 2. It's been super awesome seeing all of your guys' homework assignments. Sadly, we haven't been able to get to everybody, every single one in comment.
I know.
But guys, I promise you, we are reading through it.
And I love how active this group is. It's like I see something come in and immediately there's like 2 or 3 or 4 people that are congratulating them on their homework. So well done to all of you for your engagement, because the more you engage, the more you're actually going to get out of this whole challenge.
Yes.
And the higher your chances of winning some of the pretty cool prizes that are up for grabs on day 6, right?
Day 6 of this challenge.
Yeah, day 6.
Okay, guys. Well, awesome. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys today. So again,
if you got value, give me another emoji. Drop your next favorite emoji
down if you guys got value. But be on the lookout again for tomorrow, guys, because Fran is going to be delivering some amazing value for you guys, because now we've learned where the where is. Okay, now how do we start to add value to these people? Okay, what does that look like? How do we do that and stuff like that? So she's going to be going over the how. So we are going to be going live again at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow night. So if you do not have your notifications turned on for this group on the lives, turn on your notifications right now so that way you guys get notified when we go live so we can have the interaction that we had today. So, guys, me and Carrie are going to sign off.
Yes.
It's been super awesome hanging out with you guys for the last 30, 35
Yeah.
minutes. And hopefully you guys got value out of it. And we're excited to see your guys' homework.
Day 3 is a wrap. All right.
Okay.
So get your homework done. We'll be posting, we'll be commenting. And if you're watching this and it's not live, continue to engage. Please do your homework and give us a hashtag replay so we can give you a shout out later.
Okay, guys, have a great night.
See ya.
See ya. Love you all.